Signalbase MCP is finally here. And what does that mean? You can find companies with real signals behind them 10 times easier. Ladies and gentlemen, close to 90% of all of you who are using us have indicated that you actually never log into the app itself. You just take the key, set up your webhooks one time, and then let it run on an autopilot inside of your cloud code. So we've been listening, and here is how the MCP looks like. This use case is something that is very personal because of the fact that last night we were talking to one vendor who wanted to get some sample data before including Signalbase inside their product. Now, that being said, I created a few samples, but the last sample that I needed is a complete company that have not only funding, not only acquisition, not only hiring, but also job changes. So then this vendor can see how does the whole signal structure looks like. Now, that being said, how we initially set up this entire environment, I just typed into Cloud Code, hey, can you use Signalbase MCP? Scan through the majority of the data that there is available recently, and then based on that one, within 90 days, try to find me companies that got recently funded, they got an acquisition, and they also are hiring or had a job change in place. And as you can see, we managed to find a few companies, and I built this complete table for myself in order to extract it straight up from the app. All right, we're inside Signalbase, and I searched the company name here. That's the reason why you get this one signal. But if I click on it, then we get this complete company profile, meaning that we did not only get the signal, but we also verify it and contextualize it for you guys in order to have a complete company map. And just like that, you have 10 times more context when trying to approach them. So let's take a look into this. What's inside the company profile? You have the metrics, you have the funding history with the sources that are behind this. We also have the acquisition with the sources. You have some people level data. We have the job changes, and we have the open positions. Now let's go back to the MCP running in my terminal. And this time I wanted Signalbase to find me SaaS companies in Europe who just hired a GTM engineer. And as you can see, we follow the limitations of the API. And based on that one, we discovered 40 results with the names, etc., etc. So hypothetically speaking, I can ask also for the LinkedIn profiles of all of these guys, and I can start running my outreach accordingly to it. That is it, guys. It can go pretty damn crazy, as you might have seen Francesco doing it with his merger and acquisition workflow. I'll leave it down below. Let me know what you think, and make sure to give the MCP a try.